males' feedback to our music video, like similar to how we looked at females' feedback, and we will then do a summary at the end discussing both males and females' feedback to our video, which we can then incorporate in our music video.
So we did a similar thing of taking the post-it notes and asking people what they thought of like kind of the video, the theme, the song and everything. We had a few, so mainly the most suggestions are to do with relationships and love again, which is similar to the girls' opinions. So one of the first ones we kind of got was maybe like a Romeo and Juliet theme, so kind of taking it back quite old-fashioned and going with a kind of basic kind of Romeo and Juliet love story. Also we had a kind of sort of like a forbidden love thing, which kind of links into the Romeo and Juliet thing. And also here we had another thing where they kind of said about having to kind of go through obstacles and stuff like that. Also following on from that, relationships again, so very similar. And then we had another thing about them kind of wanting to be together forever, which honestly is kind of just following the same kind of pattern as we've kind of had. They've kind of said about having it quite like adventure, so like using lots of different settings and stuff like that to kind of show the adventure of maybe the obstacles they have to go over. And quite intense, because obviously it's quite an intense relationship. And then one of the other ones we looked at was this one, and they're talking about like forgiveness and companionship, which are kind of quite good factors for obviously a good relationship. And they kind of link into our ideas of having settings of sunsets and sunrises. They said about them kind of maybe watching the sunset and the sunrise together like a couple, kind of link into the song. So that's a few that we had, and Becca's going to talk through it.
Next, some other ideas what we were given is suggested a breakup, which again is very similar to what we kind of already discussed, which I think we probably will incorporate in our video. So I now suggested about like the sort of situations that bring them together, and then situations that sort of tear them apart, which obviously will be included in the video. Show different obstacles that they have to face and how they overcome them. A lot of people said I like being on the run, so there's a couple together, they're no good for each other and they're running against everyone else because other people don't think they should be together. So lots of ideas based around that. And then again, sort of common themes about love and heartbreak, boy and girl being together, and they shouldn't be. I suggested we could include a dancing scene of a couple, which we could include. And other feedback just included, this was just about how they think our lyrics fit with our narrative that we're discussing. So basically we're on the right track, which is good. So yeah.
Yeah, so basically next we'll kind of just like do a really big summary of the girls' opinions, the boys' opinions, our initial ideas, and then come to like a final idea and see where we go.
Yeah, and that'll be in our next video. Thank you for watching.